This is just a quick supplementary video to go over all of the important parts of a memo for your exercise 2. There are 3 general parts to your memo. First, you have your heading block, and one of our videos for this week specifically goes through how to format this. Then you have the body, and finally the conclusion. This is a bit like a letter. You have a heading block there, you have a body, you have a conclusion, your signature, but in many ways, a memo is more formal. Here's an example of the heading block. You start with the word memo in all caps, then the date in month, day, year format. The recipient of your letter, be sure to use the appropriate title as needed. From, this would be you. And then your subject, which should be short but descriptive, not something that says attention or proposed change. Notice the alignment here. One of our video lectures for this week goes over how to format this. Once you've done your heading block, it's time to move on to the body of the memo. It starts with a purpose statement, then you have your summary, and finally your discussion. Please refer to pages 378 and 379 in the book for this. But really quickly, your purpose statement is just 1 to 2 sentences, and you want to use an action verb. Here's 9 examples. In the College of Engineering, you're often asked to use a memo with your lab reports or your design project. It's okay to say, this memo outlines the DC Circuits lab report. Or maybe the purpose is to propose a new minor in environmental studies. Your purpose statement should be short and sweet. Next, you have the summary. This gets its own heading in bold. It says summary. You might be wondering, didn't I just give 1 to 2 sentences? How is the purpose different from the summary? The purpose statement says, I am going to do this. The summary gives more of the reasons why. Why should these busy readers care? For example, here's what we learned in the DC Circuits lab. When we add 3 resistors in parallel, you get an equal split of current according to Ohm's law. With our environmental studies minor, my summary might be nearby universities already offer this minor. Hint, hint, there's some competition. And we've done a survey, 73% of students are interested in such a minor. Now, do not go and make up survey results. This is dishonest, it is unethical, but it is the sort of information you could include in a summary statement. Next, you have your discussion, which is 2 to 3 paragraphs. Think of your 5 W's and H: who, what, when, where, why, how much, especially how much is this going to cost, starting with any needed background information. What brought you to the point of proposing this change? So if we look at our example for environmental studies, what details might catch the attention of an overworked college administrator? This person might want something that's easy, not too expensive, uses classes that already exist, instructors who are already working here. If it isn't easy, if it's going to cost a lot of money, what is the benefit? Why do we need to put in all of this effort? What's the payoff? So again, this is 2 to 3 paragraphs. The last section of your memo is a recommendation. It's a variation of the summary. This does not mean you copy and paste your summary statement, just as you do not copy and paste your introduction into a conclusion. And you add additional action items. For example, here was one of my summary statements. And here's my related recommendation: to stay competitive with neighboring engineering programs and generate more student interest. And these are ideas that were in the summary: nearby universities, students here are interested, an environmental studies minor committee of instructors and students should be formed. They can determine the best courses and the need for any new faculty member. Basically, you say, here's the idea, here's what should be done, and here's the next step. We need to study this. Maybe your recommendation is we need to do a comprehensive survey of students. Maybe we need to eliminate something from a degree plan. Maybe your recommendation is to start the process of hiring someone new to teach a new course. Whatever your recommendation is, it should be short, sweet, to the point. Again, we're talking 1 to 2 sentences. Your memo should be no more than 1 page long. Do follow the formatting requirements in your video lecture for this week. Consult the memo assignment carefully to make sure that you're doing everything asked. And if you have any additional questions, you know where to find me.